Hello there, Gray here, and welcome back yet again to another episode of Antimatter Dimensions. Last time we did Eternity Challenge 10. This time, we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna be working on this time study, on this half of the time study tree, because this is gonna be a pretty big production boost until we get to Eternity Challenge 11 and 12. And then after that, ultimately, it'll just be grind until this. But once you get to Eternity Challenge 11, it's best to just do it all immediately. Which is unfortunate, because it kind of sucks. But I think the requirements were nerfed a little bit to make it easier, so that's nice. And if you look at my Eternity points, that's a lot. I don't know why I have this many. And I have over a billion banked infinities. It's been like 2 days. And not to worry, I have this multiplier capped. So whenever I get all of these replicated galaxies, depending on how many max replicated galaxies I actually end up getting, we can get this achievement right here. Which isn't that big of a deal until you get this upgrade right here, where it can go beyond 1.83 E308. It's not that big of a deal until you get to that point, because you cap out at infinite replicancy anyway, so why bother, you know? But with the extra billions of infinities and banked infinities, I have a multiplier of nearly 4 billion to time dimensions after time study 31, which is a lot. Okay, I'm not even close to that, so yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot more than I'm used to. This is 15 orders of magnitude. And I'm not gonna grind banked infinities for a while. Not yet, at least. Probably not until I get, like, down to here in time studies. Because it just doesn't make sense right now. So let's go ahead and Eternity. And even based on that, it's E126 per minute, which isn't bad. And also this is where the cost scaling increases again. It increases by 100 times and not, I think, 25 or whatever it was before. But I still got like 4 of them, which is a lot. And now what I can do is attempt Eternity Challenge 7 with just this. Because this should be a piece of cake. And if I need to, I can get some more of these. We'll end that. There we go. Eternity Challenge 7 is complete. I don't exactly know how much more powerful it is, but let's go ahead and build on one of these. It is going to be interesting because this is like your experimentation part of the thing. But this was a pretty doing this and this was pretty good because of this percent galaxy because of this buff to galaxies. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And instead of, well, we know how much I got before, but let's go ahead and do this again. Eternity, but don't buy anything so I can see which one is better. Or if I get 100 more time theorems in this Eternity, because again, I got 15 orders of magnitude of Eternity points, which is a lot of these purchases, then it shouldn't matter, because then I can just buy it immediately and not worry about it. This is, it's getting to the point where you can actually become basically a god or something. And then getting, well, we need 420 time theorems, nice, to get 193 and 214. These two are, say, I'd say the next two to get. And then whenever we get, what's that, 1630 extra after getting 181, we just force go down here because this, well, maybe a little bit higher, like 1650 to get this. Because pick a second dimension from the dimension split. That's pretty good. Picking this is very good. That will basically skyrocket production. Because this is more powerful than whatever you get here. Let's see, how many do I have? That's 550, 670. I have 800, so I can only about get this one right here. Alright, so that was 138. E138. Eternity points. Let's go ahead and do this right here to see which one is actually better. Because this is gonna be, like I said, the experimentation part of it. I don't think this one is entirely better until you can get to the light or dark path stuff, which is a little unfortunate, but I can't control that, so. But remember, we're looking for anything higher than basically 2E138. I don't think we're gonna make it there, because I think this side right here is the better buy instead of doing this and this. But this and this is probably better than just this. It is, oh, doing this is better. It's like an order of magnitude better, but it is, oh no, it's not. It's like 2 orders better, which is 100 times better. Let's go ahead and buy max all of that. It's 143. Go ahead and get all of these. And then with this, I can now get that, which makes it even better. This is what I mean by like the inflationary period, where like every single time study that you get is just, it boosts your production so much that it doesn't even really matter at all what you do or not. You just got to find out what works for you. And look at this. The entirety of this is almost just full. I literally just need 180 more time theorems to get this, so that buying replicated galaxies is trivial. But let's first see how many of these I actually get. Because I do need to crunch, disable the Galaxy Auto Buyer, and then just hold R until I get 180, because that's how you do this achievement right here. Which is going to be very useful for this one right here. Because if you have like E3000, it just divides it instead of setting you all the way back down to 1, losing all that progress inherently. So, with all of that, how many orders of magnitude do I get on top of what I already did? Because that was a lot. Well, I can gauge it based on the infinity points. Because we're looking for 46, 2. We're probably gonna, we might breach 50,000. Oh, that's, yeah, easily breaching 50,000. Am I able to breach 51,500? I don't think so. That's a bit tall of an ask. Because this one right here would get me to being able to do that achievement. So I need 51,550, but it's definitely one more eternity until that happens. Because I got almost 20 orders of magnitude of eternity points here. Let's go ahead and do that. Go over to the dimensions and buy max there. We might be able to do some of these achievements as well. Like just disabling everything. Crunch. And just see what that is right there. Because you have to get E90 infinity points instantly whenever you infinity and without having anything. Which that sounds a little daunting, but it's actually not. It's a progress check, basically. Which might be able to happen whenever you get 182 and 201. This one right here isn't all that great, but it is useful in a sense. I don't remember what that sense is, but it is useful though. All right, so we have that. Let's just turn that off, crunch, and hold R until 180, and then we'll be good. Right? I have one galaxy, right? Yeah, I have one galaxy. And this is just how you do it. It's very easy. And there we go, popular music. And let's turn on that. Immediately shoot up to 10,000, E10 million antimatter. And I mean, I guess I can go ahead and buy this because like that'll speed up the eternity process just a little bit. In 17 milliseconds, I'm able to get infinite replicanti. So it streamlines it quite a lot. As you can see, I'm already at max. So I believe we're looking for about 2,000 time theorems before getting both of these. Because if we can get both of these, then you can get even farther, and then you just keep on working down the ladder. Alright, so that's the end of that eternity. So let's do this and this. Remember, we started this episode at E115. That's what we did. We started the episode at E115. And now we're getting basically 60 replicated galaxies per second. And we're breaching milestone upon milestone of just ceaseless production. This is why this is the inflationary period. Because it's just endless gains. It really is. Do that just to be safe, and do this. I do kind of want to see if I can get this one or not. This one we're going to do in just a little bit. Honestly, we might be able to do that this episode as well. Because this one is kind of not that fun. But if we wait until about E300 eternity points, it's trivialized, so it's not that big of a deal. I think I said that in the last episode as well. But look at that, 2016. We should be able to now get both of these, and that's it. Let's do it after this eternity right here. So remember, I might be remembering it wrong, but in modded, this was the most powerful thing you could do. Let's go down here, go down here, go down here. 1740. Do that, and by that. Let's eternity until the cap and hold R. And let's just see how far we end up going. Because now we have two paths. This should be better than what we had before. And we're gonna want to go with this one first. Or if we get 550, we can immediately just go down to 212. But let's see. It is a lot slower. It's in fact 20 times slower, but I don't mind. It should be better because look at that multiplier right there. On top of dimension boost affect infinity dimensions. And then this is a times 5 multiplier per replicated galaxy, and I'm getting 180 of them, so it's 5 to the 183 times multiplier to the base multiplier of replicated galaxies. And we're not quite there yet for it to be better. I'm not too sure when that is. It might be... I don't think it's down here. If it's down here, then we need 436 more, which means we need to have like 2,500 time theorems. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, let's go ahead and save that. And if we can get 730, this will actually help a little bit. If we can get to that amount at least. I'm not too sure if we can. But this is... I'm not too sure what like the milestone is here. But if, like I said, if we can get to the 730 time theorem mark, which I think we will be able to do, maybe we get 420. I was at 2091 with 116 left for 304. 2091, 304, that's basically 2,400, and we're halfway there to the extra ones I need. So that's not that bad. It's certainly better than getting like 500 of them. So if we get to 2,400, this path should be better with getting this. Maybe. Again, this is all experimentation. But this right here is going to be your best bet until you can get something else to pair with this that makes it even better than all of this. And what those studies are, I honestly have no idea. But honestly, with the 1 billion banked infinities, I might be able to do all of Eternity Challenge 10. Not like immediately, but I probably could. It won't be that big of a bonus, but I can still probably do it. I mean, I can try it. Yeah, let me try it. So it was antimatter, active, this, buy this, and I have 1,400 time theorems to play with. Definitely this. That one would be good, and buy those. I can get all of it. Cool. So I'm gonna save this as EC10, not 20, 10, and save it. And let's go. Yeah, E4000. Load EC10. Start it. It's trivial. Now we need 4,200. I'm not entirely sure Yep, there it is. It's trivial. Alright, so now my bonus is 1.41 thousand. After time study 31, though, it is 4 trillion, which pretty good. That's pretty good. And I can almost get the... Oh wow, that's actually a bit better than I thought it would be. That's a lot better than I thought it would be. I can get this now, though. So let's see. Look at that. E3000. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is now, I believe, the long run era of infinities, which kinda sucks, but hey, I don't mind. Infinities? Did I say infinity? I meant eternity. But let's see. I do have 2475, but what can I do now? Well, I can get to the 2500 I needed to get the galaxy bonus, just from the 4 more completions of Eternity Challenge 10. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Eternity, do this. Buy that. And let's see if it's actually better. I imagine it should be, but I could also be wrong. Okay, there's 42. That won't get me anything. I don't think this will be better, but you never know. If it breaks 82,000 infinity points, then I'm all for it. Maybe I should go for like the multipliers down here. Maybe. I don't know. Because these multipliers are very good. Especially with sacrifice affecting the fourth infinity dimension. It'll make it pretty good. So we're almost there to getting max replicated galaxies. And oh yeah, this is better. This is better. Because look at that. It's better. Oh, it's better, alright. That's 17 orders of magnitude. Let's save this to normal. I was holding S there for a second. That's my bad. Thought I was holding R. So we are almost at E308 Eternity Points, and I think that's going to be a pretty good place to end this episode. Finally, something that isn't 30 minutes long.
Are you sure about that?
But I can still do some more stuff off screen, mainly just like in Eternity grinding or something. Something along those lines. I could probably do that one now. Well, as long as I have this uh thing right here. Because if I have this, then it'll make it slightly easier to get to the E90 infinity points with nothing. And it's also a zero infinity stat. And I'm not infinitying at all anymore, so because I'm not grinding for them. But if I had to wager, I think if I just grinded infinities again with leaving my laptop on or the game running, I think I could get the extra 2 billion infinities by the like not the end of the day, but like maybe by the beginning of the next day. It depends on how many I get per hour, you know? Go ahead and buy that. Immediately get like 300,000 orders of magnitude of antimatter. And we now have infinite eternity points. Well, we broke infinite eternity points. And here is a wall. Yeah. we won't be getting stuff for a while. This is now 415, and these are about to just freaking jump in price. Let's go ahead and buy that. And then I want to get the 200 so I can just get faster eternities. I really want that. Maybe this would have been better. I don't know. But with this, I think that like squares the sacrifice multiplier or something. Oh, good lord. Just make it that or something. I don't know. So let's see what this gets me now. Because it should be better, considering I bought a lot of time dimensions and a lot of eternity point multipliers. I don't think it'll be as much as 350, but it could be. But again, I highly doubt it. I actually wasn't that far off. And we broke E 100,000 infinity points. Okay, and now I can... Do I wait for this, or do I just... I think I just get that. Yeah, I just get that. Oh my god, look at that. And then I can immediately just get this. And yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna be good for a while. That's 372. I can eternity by. Okay, so is it just the first one that has a cost scale? Because if it's just the first one, that's not that bad actually. And now we're getting to the point where we need to pick light or dark. Here's a hint. If you want production, always go with dark. Because that's where the money is. The money is where the dark is. Or dark is where the money is? I don't know. But I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm gonna see just how much I need. Get. Oh, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that. Maybe. If I have enough production. Let me try for these achievements right here. Let me try for these. I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this. This one's still up for debate. Alright, so let's go ahead and respec, crunch. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to no, I'm not close to reaching that. So, let's pause everything, eternity. And load this. It's still at E52, interesting. Oh wait, what does that do? I don't know what that did. But, can't get that. But let's see with this one right here. Yep, okay. That's easy. Okay, so we got some achievements, which is always nice. We still need these two, but again, I think these are just progress checks that I have not quite reached thus far. So, I'm gonna get to the end of this eternity right here, and I think that's gonna do it for me this time. So, we like cubed our eternity points this episode, which is insane. let's go ahead and, yeah, so I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to let this Replicante build, and I'm going to see what happens in the future. So I will be doing some stuff off screen, but I think that's mainly just going to be eternity grinding and infinity grinding, because that's stuff that I can just do whenever. And also this study right here is capped at like 1.3 million eternities or something. So that's something to look forward to. But that's what I'm going to do off screen. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and take care.